Influence here today. I got the FondJoy model kit. Positives, it looks absolutely beautiful for what you paid for. I think I paid like $14 for this. Negatives is some of the stuff is flimsy. The stand is flimsy and it's only 1/12 scale. I was hoping it would be bigger because I did get the Hulkbuster 2 that this is supposed to fit into. But the Hulkbuster is supposed to be 1/7, so it's not quite 1/6. But I'm hoping it's super big. And after seeing this, if it's anything looking like this, it definitely was a steal at 80 bucks for the Hulkbuster, which I'll do a review when I get that too, if I ever get it. Takes forever. That's another negative. But you know, AliExpress, this is where I got that. And let's get into this review.
Transformers reviews, tech in the news, whatever else I use as a muse. Hit subscribe, I appreciate the views, influences interest on YouTube.
This figure, the paint is absolutely beautiful. Like, they've done a really good job, especially for, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this company is. I'm not sure if it's just, it has a bunch of official logos on the box. Yeah. So you see the box, nice shiny box. It was tore up, of course, coming from AliExpress. It says the Infinity Saga. This is Mark VI. I like the Mark VI because I believe this is the first time he had the triangle arc reactor or the spot. I don't know if it was actually the arc reactor. Yeah, I think it was, but it's just triangle. So I think this is the first suit. But what's good about this kit is it does come with the circle one too. So I'm not sure if in the beginning he had the circle and then he had, I don't remember. It's been so long since I watched the movies. But it has Disney logo down here. Like I said, I'm not sure if this is official or if they just don't care and just stuck a bunch of official stickers on their box. Like I was saying in the intro, you can see how flimsy this is. I didn't expect much out of it. And it's cool that they give it to you even. So you can see he has some blast effects. This comes off all the time when you're putting on the blast effects, and all is basically his heel. And you can just see, I just demonstrated how flimsy this actually is. It's really this right here. If you can see that, I don't know. It goes on here like this, but there's nothing blocking it. It just goes on with friction, and the friction ain't great. For one, it's hard to find a spot without him falling off and this coming off. Again, mitigate your expectations, because you also put this together, and as you can see, it just comes off constantly. They should have did something else there. Let me put his lasers back on. All right, that fell off. All right, his laser's not going back on, but let me put his heels back on. So both his heels fell off. His heels have holes. These blast effects part of it comes together. So let's put the heels back on. As you can see, I don't know if there's, yeah, there is flash back here a little bit, but it stays as long as you don't pull on it. Also, like that they give you different hands on the sprue. So you got a fist, you have an open palm, you have and two other open palms that I didn't use. I think this will be more for blasting, and the other open palm is just like this one. I had that more for like flying. Like I had this in his hand to make it look like he was flying and not blasting. I do like, you see the cover for the hand that has a little peg that the laser thing goes into, so you can act like it's the laser. And I like that as well because they have different covers. There's all these different covers that act as different things. Like you have one that's pointed up more, so you can angle the fist up. I do like that. Here, this hand is super tight. Like I try to move it and it's super tight. It also has a space, so you really do need these things on there so it doesn't look insane. Like, you see it covers up that space, but you can still see it underneath. It's all right though. I mean, mitigating your expectations for sure. He has a chest. I didn't take it off the sprue because I didn't use it. I want to use the triangle one, but it has this piece that goes underneath, so it shines through, and then you have this circle on top and it goes on top. That's just how the square one was as well. You got instructions that were very easy to follow. When I first opened it, I was like, whoa. But it took me like an hour and a half to do this. Not long at all. If people do these models, if you've ever done one before, you know. If you haven't, don't be intimidated. It's not that hard. Just get some snips. I would say that. Like these little pieces, they give you extra. There's a couple pieces in here where they give you extra, where they're small, very, very small, in case you lose it. That's always great. These are all the sprues, just to show you, you know, how many parts. It is intimidating when you open it up. And you have more blast effects and stuff. I didn't take off the sprue. There's a couple on my table over on the other side of the room also. But here are a lot of the blast effects and things. They're okay. I mean, they're not bad. But let's get to the figure. See his face. Go to articulation. He has a ball jointed neck because I put it on, and it goes like that, and he can go like this. He also has a ball joint up top. It's a ball joint at the bottom and at the top. I don't think I said that. So you can make his head go up about that much, make it go down like that, and he can move his neck and his head. He can move all the way around if that's something that you want. So there's that. But while you're moving it, be careful not to move the neck, because the neck does move, and it helps with articulation. But if you move it out of sorts, it will make the head look weird. This right here, well, let me go in the back. The back, he has these flaps that flap up. So when he's flying, he has that detail underneath. So I really like that. I think that's cool. He has shoulder pads that move on ball joints. It still doesn't get you a whole lot. And I just flipped that shoulder pad off. You can see that ball joint. I'm gonna have to find that now. There is no other shoulder pad. But without the shoulder pad, you get a good range. And theoretically, you can move this shoulder pad all the way down. But when the shoulder pad's on, you can't really. But that'll give me a little bit so you can see the ball joint in there. It's a ball joint in there. So of course you get all the way around, and then it's on a hinge joint. So you get down like that and up. And in really tight joints, like I said. Then right here, this thing pops off sometimes because it's just stuck on. I don't think it's right, but you get an elbow that's about 90 degrees. You get a bicep. Yeah, you get a bicep swivel up here. I did that too. I mean, I should know. Like I said, with the hands, they move, but it is hard. I wouldn't advise doing it. So, I mean, it is what it is. But if you move this, you could definitely break it because it's super hard. And the plastic doesn't feel, I don't know how to say, not great, but it doesn't feel bad. And the paint surely makes up for it. So you have a ball jointed abdomen that's ball jointed at the bottom and the top. So you get the waist going like this, and you can force it if you need to, like that. But then you have the teapot, of course, at the bottom and up here a little bit. But you can hold this and get like a little crunch, just a tad bit crunch. Legs go out about that far. I mean, he's an Iron Man. His suit doesn't have that much articulation anyway. Legs like that. I know you would want more. Thigh swivel. Knees are double jointed, so you get almost a full. They're tight as well. And then feet, you get down all the way like that. You can get up, you can move it down. You can move this down like that in order to get movement, and then you can push it back up. The toe you can move. It's tight, and I'm trying not to pop these things off, but you can move the toe up, and you can get a rocker like that. And yeah, like I said, it has the hands that you can interchange. For this, it's quite worth the money, I believe, especially if you just want a project to do and then you have a little figure, maybe a desk figure, or if you're into 112 and it looks better than some of the other figures. I don't know, because I don't collect 112. I really just got it to complement the Hulkbuster, because I always wanted a big Hulkbuster, but I didn't want the Hot Toys one, mainly because it's a lot of money. Again, I'll leave a link in the description where I bought this, so you know it's a good seller that I got it. I mean, at your own risk, read the reviews, make sure he wasn't just had a good day, but I think you'll be okay. And if I get the Hulkbuster, I'll be happy. All right, so thanks for watching. If you did, peace.
You know, life ain't over, life ain't over, life ain't over. As long as you alive, you can give another try and take it real high if you want.